Day 7. Woo! Exciting. We're starting to hit lists. Actually, it's currently 10:38 p.m. Bro, I love how these videos can just range in when they're uploaded. It's either 6 a.m., 2 a.m., 10 p.m. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, came home today. Today we were doing in Calculus 2 class. Um, we were essentially not solid geometry. I made a joke today, like, oh, does that mean you can use solid geometry? As my professor mentioned that after World War II, they stopped teaching it in America. I'm like, is it because of warheads and stuff like that? He's like, hey, no, in politics or not. But we were learning about orientation around an axis and how that could be used to make 3D shapes with a curve using our definite integral. Yeah, I'm like trying to think like what's the bounded integral. I'm like, bro, I need to master the concept still, but yeah. I also like have been unfortunately taking naps, which I'm originally very against. And today I couldn't stay awake for the life of me. Probably because I went to sleep later on too. But you just get home, just lay down. It's all that happens after that. It's just. But yeah, basically, as for everything regarding coding, thank you for keeping up. It's now been a minute and 51 seconds. And by keeping up, I meant to myself, thank you for keeping up. For anybody, the one person, or not, the zero, the, who's watching this? Not a soul, no. Well, maybe at least I'm like metadata on YouTube's platform. So for like the metadata pixels, I thank YouTube for allowing me to have free storage. Mm. Currently, my dinner, some sujiras and some दूध, milk, warm milk. But yeah. So as for print statements, however, I have been actually thought up this new idea of integrating programming in everyday life. So basically, the concept is as follows. Life is no different with speaking English than speaking Python, right? Because Python is a very high level readable language in which people use it to be able to program as they use it for all types of things. It's intermediate and it's good for human collaboration because it's not allowed to the machine level. It's not as complex as C, perhaps, or not even complex, but it's not as obfuscated in terms of being able to identify and understand what a variable is, so on and so forth. So what I did is I came up with this concept of just whenever you need to program or whenever you need to draft maybe for example a customer service email or talk to one of your bros or anything like that, literally hop on Pydroid. It's a type of IDE, or not even an IDE, I think it's a text editor, I'm not sure, but it's for mobile application. It has like a bunch of stuff, has pandas, all types of things. It's able to compile code on your phone or tablet. So I was basically able to practice tabs, new lines, parentheses, double parentheses, quotation marks, and other things, and really reinforce those concepts because the reality is, I realized that in life, people, the world we live in, and this is what I talked to AI about, is made by the same people who are still afraid of their broccoli, who are still afraid of balloons or whatever because of an incident when they're younger. True story. my orchestra teacher was sorry for me. I don't know if he even really. I don't even think he works at MA. He went to school I went to. Anyways, I mean, when I'm hearing stuff. But yeah, concept is as follows that essentially what happens in everyday life is that when we're too precious about certain things, we don't integrate them into our life as second nature. Which is why I also like this. Like for me, this is very unnatural to be so informal in front of a camera. Because for me, I've always had this very perfectionist mindset that like if I'm on a camera, I gotta be presentable. I gotta be calculated on cue, whatnot. And there's some connecting internet. Just kind of let ideas float over here. And I think, whoa, it's like a fly floating around, bro. It's been following me all day, bro. I don't know what that says about me, but yeah, basically, the simple idea is that I remember when I was younger, I was like so intimidated when I saw like this one YouTube thumbnail that said, "This kid dreams in code." And it's like people have this perception that computer science, that programming, this and that is overtly difficult, even though it's a human-made concept. It's about 100 million GitHub accounts, as well as the fact that people there are like bajillions of IT professionals around the world. Literally, the internet is massive. You'd think if it was so hard that we wouldn't have such a massive internet. And so people have this perception that they need the perfect moment or time and to do something. When in reality, Python is like the English of programming. So I thought, okay, you have to basically email, message, talk to people, do your everyday life, but then you only have an hour for programming. That I feel like is an adjustment where suddenly one thing can become the other. And yes, there's some initial friction trying to understand how do I format this, having it that it compiles and stuff like that. But I feel like it's through usage. Life is about like any type of skill that you genuinely good at. Like once you make it intuitive to you is what I feel is makes the difference. So I don't know. Like, I don't really upload like the PyDroid or the PyDroid IDE type of things, like the things I do on the go when I'm commuting to school and whatnot. But I feel like the perception that people have is just like never let your perception of society or what is perceived by the larger society to be difficult or not difficult or whatever. It's like honestly, especially in this hyper-connected world, make perceptions and assumptions for yourself. That is what ruins people, is living for others. Because now instead of filtering it and trusting their own perceptions, beliefs, or what they think they're capable of, they have to run it through a second standard, like second standard, or second set of pressures, and maybe that as a whole undermines our potential. Like the kid who dreams in code, dreaming in code, that's what he does all day. I think a Lithuanian child is gonna dream in Spanish or Arabic. Arabic seems kind of preposterous. Anyways, I have like two more rusks and some dude. But yeah, it's coming up on here and yapping. Honestly, being this relaxed high key is kind of a vibe. I kind of enjoy it. Just being able to sit up here, talk. I mean, it's incredibly uncomfortable. I hope my face isn't used for like AI training or deepfakes. I would say, but I don't know. It's like I really hope, in some ways, it's kind of enjoyable that this is literally just a thing where it's like nobody watches it and there's like 4 subscribers. But your mentality is that your mind still thinks you're performing, so you're ready to just jump at it. But another part of your mind is like relaxed because it's just like, okay, you're literally swimming around and doing your own thing in like literally the largest seas ever. Remember, I was a kid, I had more subscribers with like dumber videos. Like, hmm. Let's have a YouTube channel called Cookie Goodness. I remember it suddenly started jumping up in subscribers, like going from like 10 to like near 100, but like it went to 30 and stuff like that. After I was like, I don't know if it's because like my friend's brother or ex-friend brother, I don't know, ex-best friend. I don't know. Yeah. The world really is a scam if you live for it, and it's validation. People keep doing what they do. They've always done what they've always done. But instead of involving yourself, looking inward, you essentially like without living with that inside voice, internal monologue. I don't know. I was talking to my friend or in classmate, my cloud class, and he's like 47 people, 47% of people don't have an internal monologue. And it makes so much sense because that's why so many people fall victim to others. Remember, it's your life to live. Yes, we are social creatures because we need to survive. But ultimately, in this modern world, it's still your life. The world has changed a lot. We talked about how basically we are still working from like the Neolithic age in terms of our, you know, physical being. Our political systems are from the middle medieval age. Our technology is from tomorrow. So it's quite the interesting world we live in. I think it's an exciting, beautiful thing. The human race is both wonderful and chaotic. It really is when you start thinking about it. Like we have come up with such brilliant things. So it's a nice way to have a measured view of the world. I feel like we can get easily pessimistic, but we're literally also like I'm sitting in a home. Like he was talking about like how the building is constructed with like, you know, aerated rock and metal framing. He's really into sheet metal or metal something. It's a really cool person. Everybody's cool. But yeah, me when you find sometimes I just click like start recording when I probably shouldn't. You know what? Yesterday I had crazy ideas how you do this. You shouldn't. Anyways, about bots and stuff. Anyways, back to it. So we're back to our page. We're on page 25, and it says. So we first started off with apostrophe.py on line 5. One of Python's strengths is the reverse community, and it will create a syntax error because there's an unterminated string literal right here. But what I learned is that you can also put a backslash right here, so it says to it that you don't need to, that the string does not terminate over here. So high key, let's just try it over here. Let's just go up in our lovely, 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 you know what I mean, VS Code. Let's try tests.py. So let's see. Let's do message equals one. You gotta do quote, single quotation. I just realized you don't need to press shift every time. It's like what I do is I have this habit of pressing double quotations, but I could just press single quotations. Simple things, loves. Guys, simple things. I don't know. Simple things. One of Python's strengths. Maybe I need a little bit of English teaching. Bruh. Strength. No, not me searching up. Plug. Stren GTHS. Stren GTTHS. Stir-eng-tis. Stir-eng-tis. I spelled it correctly. I guess it's probably a code syntactical error. Is its diverse community. Boom. Boom. And then what we can do here is we can go on over here, backslash. And then so it doesn't terminate at this. Wait a minute. Where's my end quotation? Boom. Okay. Okay. And then we'll just do print. Massage. Okay. Let's try it. Control FN F5. Oh, is diverse community? Is its diverse community. Backslash. And then we do it again. Is its diverse community? That's actually way more helpful. Okay. There's also other techniques in which you basically just use double quotations. But I think that's a bit more hassle. Does it work? It doesn't seem to be highlighting anything strange. Yeah, it's just, it gets kind of crazy when you have double quotations mixed with single quotations. So I guess we're going to explore this in our next exercise. Like, I guess with our quotations. So I'm going to delete this now. I'm going to del. Yes. Okay, so coming back to our exercise. So in the output, you can see that the error occurs right after the final single quote. Okay, yep. And that syntax in the error indicates that the interpreter does recognize something as code as valid Python code, and I think this problem might be a string, but that's not quite correctly. Errors can come from a variety of sources, and I'll point out some common ones as they arise. You might see syntax errors as you've learned to write proper Python code. Syntax errors are also the least specific kind of error, so they can be difficult and frustrating to identify and correct. If you get stuck on a particularly stubborn error, I don't know why I turned into the Joker, I'm so sorry guys. We see suggestions in Appendix C. Alright, so your editor's syntax highlighting feature should help you spot some syntax errors quickly as you write your programs. Again, we already know this. If you see your Python code highlighted as if it's English or English as if it's Python code, you probably have a mismatched quotation mark somewhere in your file. So going back to our try it yourself, save each of the following exercises as a separate file. A name like cases_py. If you get stuck, take a break and see suggestions in Appendix C. So personal message. Use a variable to represent a person's name and print the message to that person. Your message should be simple, such as, "Hello Eric, would you like to learn some Python today?" Name cases. Use a variable to represent a person's name, and then print that person's name in lowercase, uppercase, and title case. Famous quote. Find a quote from a famous person you admire. Print the quote and its message name of its author. Your output should look something like the following, including the quotation marks. Albert Einstein once said, "A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new." So then we were up to, I believe, famous quote 2. Repeat exercises 2.5, but this time represent the famous person's name using a variable called famous person. Then compose your message and represent it with the new variable called message. Print your message. Stripping names. Use a variable to represent a person's name. Okay. And then include some white space characters at the beginning and at the end of the name. Make sure that you use each character combination, \t and \n at least one. Print the name once so that the white space around the name is displayed. Then print the name using each of the 3 stripping functions, lstrip, rstrip, and strip. Function? I thought these were methods, not functions. Anyways, file extensions. Python has a remove suffix method. I guess those are functions. What's the difference between a function and a method? Let me pull up the GDoc, the Google Doc. One moment, guys. Let me pause. All right. Oh, I just realized. Bruh, I left the roses right there. Okay, well, good thing nobody really watches these videos, because that would be very inconvenient. Alright, so basically we're back to... I never actually ended up making my messages from day 5, because I am a human being, and a flawed one at that, but it's okay. You know what I mean? We all are. We're just... Some people don't like to admit it, and we're just trying to work towards the best of what we're trying to... We're just trying our best, and it's okay. And so basically, it says, my question is, why is there a 2 right here? As James Dyson would say, learn to enjoy failure, you never learn from success. Why is there a 2 right here? So, I'm just gonna, high key, I might have something crazy on my snippet tool. 1 second. Okay, continuing forward. So, a question I want to ask is, why is there a 2 right here? Why is the snipping tool not working? Yeah? Why is there a 2? Why is it? Why are you 2? Okay, I'm going to copy you. Why? You know, this is probably... I spent so much time on this chapter, but you know what? It's okay. Honestly, this slower way of learning, I feel like I don't know, it's okay. So there's a lot. I guess I have to remind myself that everything in this world will always exist. There will always be all types of people. So you gotta focus on developing yourself. Anyways, why is there a 2 here? Why and why? And as for these questions, I'm going to answer them on every 5 questions that accumulate. So we have 1, 2, 3. So once we have 5 questions that have accumulated over time, we will come back and review them and answer them via myself and another source. So first via the other source, then I'm trying to reiterate it in my own words so I'm better to understand it more. So why is there a 2 here? And also I guess I have another question, maybe. As a famous person once said, learn to enjoy from failure, you never learn from success. So, famous message. Is it because I printed the same message twice? Ooh. Interesting. So if I made this Medea instead. OF5. Oh! Medea would not say that. Okay. Alright, that's interesting. Okay, cool. Very fun. I like that. I like that a lot. I don't know why I'm acting so catty. I'm not this attitude-ish. I'm not this... Okay, let's see. I understand now. So if we switch the famous person from Medea, okay, instead of James Dyson, 2 very different individuals, you will have 2 print statements. Okay, very nice. Just take this, boom, boom, from my observation. Observation. This is from when you have two ways, two techniques of saying same print statement. Try printing it. So VS Code kind of just puts a two symbol. I wish I could enclose that in a circle. Symbol. Put that in like that. Two symbol to indicate that you are from my observation, this is when you have two techniques of saying the same print statement. So VS Code kind of just puts a two symbol to indicate that you are writing, that you have two techniques. Statement is the exact same. Coming from source. Or an interesting situation. Stuff I realize. Okay. Should I indicate this is before source? Before source. This is an assumption. Let me put that in purple. Assumption. I'm glad this is a header, so I don't do assumption. Stuff I think for confirming or searching. Make this purple. It's kind of like, I don't know. JSON is a diva. Hates comments. It's a good thing to review it. We need those bald-headed functions. JSON is bald-headed. Okay. Yes. Okay. Up, move in a single line, hides the file explorer, where .json lives. .json. Shortcuts. Menu. Okay. Interesting situation. Alright. Let's continue forward. So if we have that, okay, that is explaining things. Okay. So I'm gonna return this back to James Dyson and not Medea, so we can now run the code again, and it makes sense. Alright. So we printed our message. So let's do stripping names. Use a variable to represent a person's name And include some white space characters at the beginning and the end of the name. Make sure you use each character combination. \t and \n at least one. Print the name once so that the white space around the name is displayed. Then print each of the stripping functions lstrip, rstrip, and strip. Man, I'm doing all this just to make some print statements. I'm so philosophical. I just realized. So let's do other okay, other I mean, I feel like I keep all my things up here, but whatever. Other underscore person for real equals, let's do Medea again. Let's do Justin Bieber. No, let's do the slap chop guy. Who's the guy who made the slap chop? Slap chop guy. He was arrested? Did I just see he was arrested? His native name. Shamwa? That is horrible. That is actually horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. He's 62 years old now? That's bomb. That's... Did he slap chop his face? Sorry. I don't know what the slap chop money did to... God forbid. God forbid. Yo. Let's do Honey Boo Boo. How is she doing? How is Honey Boo Boo doing? She's gotta be healthy and happy, alright? Let's, you know, can we do someone less controversial? Let's do Mr. Rogers. Yeah, let's do Mr. Rogers. Okay. It's like the stuff you see nowadays, you're just like, okay, what? Other person equals Mr. Rogers. So let's include some white space, like that. Mr. Rogers. So we're going to use a variable represent a name, include some white space at the beginning and end of the name. It's a character combination, \t, \n, print the name once, so the white space. So let's do a beautiful quote from Mr. Rogers. That's not even, I didn't spell his name right. Quotes. Remember the helpers. Let's get a nice long one. We live in a world in which we need to share responsibility. It's not easy to say, it's not my child, it's not my community, not my world, not my problem. Then there are those who see the need and respond. I consider those people my heroes. Fred Rogers. Maybe let's change it to Mr. Rogers. Fred Rogers. Actually, let's use a method so we can make it even lowercase. Let's do Fred. I want to try a double. Fred Rogers. So let's see. I want to put this in split screen. See how annoying this will be. Okay, so let's see. Message Rogers underscore message equals we I'm gonna try not use double quotations. We live in a world. And then we're gonna do new line in which we new line need to, I'm copying the quote as I see it. Share new line responsibility. Oh, that's, see how Pythonic that is, bro. Do y'all see that? Responsibility. Enter. Backslash. It's, and then this is where the problem likes to arise, but I'm going to use my little trick. What I do is, unless it's not working this time, unless it's given up, it's easy to say. It's not my child, not my community, not my world, not my... Wait, I forgot that I need to use new lines. Not my child. Not my community. Not my world. Not my world. Not my problem. Okay, and that's in a quotation mark. Oh, there's a lot of quotes happening. This kind of stays there. Oh, this is gonna be syntactically errorful. Oh yeah. Okay, it's invalid syntax. Oh, am I the issue now? I'm the problem. It's supposed to be backspace. Well, okay, let's try it. It's not my child. Let's do backspace. Where you gotta like remember it. Not my child. Not my community. Not my problem. To do it. Alright, I haven't printed it yet. Print. Print. Roger. It's not completed yet, but okay. It's easy to say. Oh. Period. You see, this is left hand. This is left adjusted, so it looks bad. I wonder what's if like. Can I just add? Where's my DuckDuckGo? Can I add a single space Python /t like tab? You can add a single space by using the string literal blah blah up with the quote, for example. You can have a print statement that's like print plus hello world. String concentration. Join F strings. Guess I could use an F string. That seems kind of annoying and overkill for this application. I really felt like it. If I really wanted to shape it. Like Mr. Rogers. Okay, I need my quote back, please. I need my quote back. I'm getting tired. Where's my quote go? There's my quote. Okay. Continuing. Alright. It's easy to say it's not my child. Okay, let's see. It's easy to say. It's easy to say. Oh, we're annoying it. It's not my child. It's not my community. Not my world. Not my world. Not my problem. But my problem seemingly doesn't finish itself. Wonder why. N, not my world. Why do we cut off at not my world? It's not my world and it's not my problem. Sorry, darling, I can't solve them. Bruh. Ooh. Not my community. Not my world. Not my problem. I have put a oh no. I wonder why when I go back. New line, not my problem. I wouldn't need a not my world. I think I'm being a hero. I think I should just add another new line here. I can't perfectly replicate it right now. Okay, let's see. Not my problem. Okay, I think I like it like that. Honestly, I feel like there's too many. I don't really like the formatting, how it looks like here in Python. It's left adjusted, so I can just like having these two lines is so unnecessary. Doesn't like that. As long as it compiles. It's not my problem. Then, see, it's interesting there. Are these? Then there are those. Then they are. Guess I'm putting in these new ones anyway. Are not terminating it yet. See, that's not very Pythonic. Why does it hate it when I return it? What happens when we press the return key? Where's the enter key? See some errors happening here. Interesting situation here. So we do a proper backslash here. Okay. Um. Hmm. Every end needs a backslash. Okay, that's awesome. I think. See, we need to be patient. We need to be patient. Okay, but these new lines are horrendous. We don't need these many. I don't know. I need to stay consistent. Okay. So let's see. I don't want to. We live in a world so true in which we need to share in which we need to share responsibility. Boom. All facts, no printer. And actually, I'm gonna put a new line here as well because I need some spacing between my James Dyson quote and not. We need to live in a world that share responsibility. It's easy to say, not my child, not my community, not my world, not my problem. Then there are those who need and respond, who see the need and respond. I consider those people my heroes. Okay, let's see. Let's do a new line. I consider those people my Here. Okay, yeah, the backslash at the end of the line is incredibly important. I like to stay more Pythonic, and so if I, for example, do this, and then do this, do this, do this, getting a little close now. This, and naturally puts it there, right? We just kind of negate it because we're kind of whatever. Yes. And then my heroes, and then we're gonna do ba-doop, ba-doop. Other underscore person dot title, like that. And let's close it off with the boom. That's not my bro. Okay, let's see. What did I do this time? Let's see. Mermaid plays. Curly brackets. Now, maybe because we need to make it an F string. So, it did not like it because I added another one of those. I wonder if I could just... It doesn't terminate there. No, it didn't like that either. I just put a random F in there. Do I do this? F string, close it. No, I don't like that either. Okay. Let's think. Famous person. Okay. Other person. It's not in my purple bracket. Famousbirthdays.com. Let's find that. Boom. Didn't like that, then. No. It's probably messing up on the method. I probably am. Why isn't it like that? let's see. Let's review when we did the F strings. So I believe that was the name, not pi. So F string. But it's the double quotations. Is that why it doesn't like it? What even was the name of this one? Because it just wants a double quote. It wants a boom. And then what? Ah, yes, you like that? I got you, bro. Let's ask some questions. Do you need double quotes for curly bracket variable? Whoa. I'm not done with my question yet. And F string. Oh, it said yes. What? It answered my question. You need double quotes when you include a variable for string interpolation. For example, in Rust, you would use format. Hello. Quotation marks variable to include a variable. Not quoting strings with spaces. Shell breaking. Let's see. Stalked myself when I skipped out. Escaping single quotes with double quotes. Run the script. That's not. Run. When I'm moving in silence.
It only likes me when I have this. Even when I get rid of this, is it terminating somewhere? I don't even know. Like, it could be terminating here. Ew. I like the way it's weird. 924. No, it's not. It's perfectly fine. So now this makes me wonder, can I have an F string with a double quote and a single quote? Oh no, I don't like that. Oh, line 24. Hold up. It seems double quotes are the one over here because there's a bunch of little baby quotes inside that it maybe hates or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. Like maybe it's terminating some places or oh, I don't even know necessarily. Rubbing my eyebrows. My haters. Alright. So let's write down our things I realize. Thing. Okay, let's see. Day 5. Yeah, let's write some stuff. Bruh. Stem black. Bruh. You need to include a backslash at the end of the code and order each day and char lines. Donnie. There's other realizations I was having. Other person texture. And when you have a quote with some it's what if I wrote something like it's? Like I'm literally going crazy. Oof, just gotta kill it. You forgot a comma. It doesn't terminate here. It doesn't terminate here. Doesn't terminate here either. Terminates here. Where is it? Oh, your mama said it looks more spaced out. Okay. You need to put a backslash. Okay. So that's fine. I wonder if this works for double quotes too. Like if I put a double quote here, double quote here. Yeah, works for double quotes. I didn't realize it works the same for double quotes. Put this in italics so you know I'm making a quote. I really want to know why is it that this works only when I put a double quote. Is this because there's a bunch of single quotes or something? Single ladies. Actually, let's get even closer. See? I'm gonna highlight exactly why it's strange. I gotta make this thinner. Awesome. Okay. Why does it only work when I have these little crazy quotation marks? That's pointing away. I need to point it towards it. interesting. Why does my method in this specific code only work with double quotes and not single? Alright, 2 questions. So we have one, starting to accumulate. I don't know, maybe I should start writing like a little box at the top that says how many questions we're at. So 1, I haven't answered. 2, I haven't answered. 3, I haven't answered. So let's put like a box for how much I need to answer. Questions. Let's put in like a little table. Number. Let's put this in the green. Number of questions to answer. It's gonna go with 3. The definition of dragging something out. Alright, so let's do, I want to do a double thing. So I want to do strip and I want to do title on the same thing. They're not gonna work. You can't do that. That's illegal. And I want to do a double method. Can I just start doing some straight crazy stuff? Title. Message underscore title. It's like, girl, what you, like, what do you mean by that? Nothing. I meant nothing. I really meant no harm. Ooh. Oh. Wait a minute, did that work? Yes. Okay, so a method, then I'll do another method. Okay. And if I want to be like, strip it, actually, I want to remove his last name, Rogers, with, let's not be disrespectful now, the GOAT of all time. And then, Stu. So someone come. Okay, so I realize you can do this. Yes. And then can I put replace again? And then this is really inefficient. We bring back Rogers after the space, so I go space Rogers. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I did. Oh, it's replacing each space with Rogers, so it's Fred Rogers, the Rogers GOAT, Rogers of Rogers, all Rogers, time. Whoa. And so if I replace the letter A with Rogers, it's Fred the GOAT Rogers of all Rogers of time. Okay, let's see. Yeah, then the replace method doesn't make sense here. Of all time. Rogers. Um, Rogers. And what if we made everything lower? Fred Goat, Fred the Goat of all time, Rogers. Then I felt like making it upper because I love just wasting. But yeah, we can just continue to do that over and over again. It's the most inefficient way to write code. Wow. I'm gonna take a snippet of that you're able to just add multiple methods by just literally going dot and then da 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 da. Okay. And I wanna make a little subdivision like that. Just add a title. And I wish I had text here. Do we? No, we just scan the text. Maybe I could start full being over here. Hmm. I'm gonna bold actions. Make this red. Awesome. forget what this means. I was trying to do control function. Control B. Okay. Awesome. So we're playing around with VS Code. We're having a little fun. Alright, so use a variable to represent a person's name and include some white space characters at the beginning and end of the name. Print the name once so the white space around the name is displayed. Then print the name. Alright, I'll also print out other person again as is. Other person. There we go. Control F5. This is such a random thing. Other person. I don't want to print other person. I just physically give it more space. Your mama said it's Fred Rogers. I feel like it's kind of annoying to have your variables here for you to be here. Doesn't really matter. Oh well. Fred Rogers. Okay. So print the name once displayed, then print the name using the three functions L strip, R strip, and strip. So we're gonna do other person. We're gonna print other person dot R strip. Okay. Print other person. Other person and split it. Fred Rogers, Fred Rogers, Fred Rogers, Fred Rogers, Fred Rogers, Fred Rogers. Kind of hard to tell a little bit, no lie. R stripped. Stripped the space from here. Stripped the space from here. Did it though? Can't really tell. I can't really tell. Because are we printing it? I don't know, man. I don't know. What if I put an L here? L here. Ooh. Said you're writing the same thing 4 times. Girl, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe it'd be easier to tell if I put them all in capitals. So let's give them all title. If they're capitalized, maybe it's easier to look at it. Um, can't tell if it's making that much of a difference. L strip, I feel, is making a difference. And strip is because if it's R strip, I can't tell because it's just like, okay, yeah, well, if I highlight it, we know that there's a lack of space for R or something. I think, is it because I have 2 spaces here? Something. Oh well. Look at that, we made that. Okay. Alright, next up, lastly, we're gonna do file extensions. So we're gonna do Python as a remove suffix method that works exactly like remove prefix. Assign the value Python underscore notes text for a variable called file name. Then remove the suffix method to display the file name without the file extension, like some file browsers do. So remove suffix like the proof. So assign the value Python to a variable. Okay, let's see. Python notes file name variable equals Python underscore notes dot txt. So let's display the name like a file extension. Print you know, remove suffix. That's crazy. It's basically like, you know what you need to do is the replace method, then print file name dot remove remove suffix. I'm gonna remove dot txt. Is this the situation that we are being presented? Oh no way, it worked. I wrote Python note, however. Yeah. I want to get some space. I want to get romantic. What? Sometime, wow, 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 feeling lonely. Oh, now I get it. I forgot to add my little bit of this, that. Now I can print it with the new line. Hey there, hey Delilah, how you been there in the mirror? Okay, I got it. Now I give spacing. Don't forget your curly brackets. If you want good line spacing, make it an F string with some curly brackets. Okay. So 2 more things to add. There is. Okay, I like adding examples. It's nice. Oh, what you mean for me? Sorry. No. Python notes. So let's see. What is it? There's a remove suffix. Okay, it's our first thing. If we want good spacing, we can make it an F string with curly brackets, so we're actually able to work around by adding it our precious little variable and adding a new line. Okay. Okay, two things that this thing reminded me of. Okay, so I'm gonna do this a 2-for-1 deal. Okay, just boom, boom, boom. Boom. Okay. What? Bum 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 bum. Okay. So don't forget your curly brackets. I'm just gonna just highlight these a little bit. If you want good spacing, because then you can use your new line right there. And for Python notes.txt, there's also a remove suffix that exists. It exists similar to replace. Instead of replacing it, you just remove it entirely. Okay. Wait, can I replace it and I remove other stuff? Like, let's say poopy or poppy message. Poopy doopy. Got in trouble in 6th grade for these type of messages. Message. Maybe I shouldn't be so uncouth. I apologize. Let's do flower underscore message equal flower power. Okay. And then let's print flower message dot remove suffix power wower. Yeah. Well, and we gotta highlight it. Not highlight it, but we gotta do what we gotta do. I know we forgot our curly bracket. That's okay. That's okay. We're learning. We are learning. We are learning. Flower. Because if I remove notes as well, will it do that? Oh. No. Python. Notes. Yeah, it does get rid of that. It does get rid of that. Flower message. What did I mess up here? Did I forget? Oh. No, it's not an F string variable, but I'll put this here. Make it an F string. Just for fun. Just for playing around. Just for experimentation. Voila. More questions are being asked here. Why is it that I need, in order for my remove suffix to work good, I need to make it an F string? Wait a minute. This is getting strange now. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. If I do remove suffix tab, and then we get rid of the Rogers, because I guess we are learning. I just don't know why you do that, but like, different. Saying like, what are you doing, bro? Oh, I put a D in there. Sorry, y'all. What? I put a D in here too. There's a lot of Rogers in here. Let me just remove the word goat, I suppose. That's goat is not defined. Okay, maybe this one's just the heartache that I'm trying to remove from. Why is it that I need to make this an F string in order for this to work? This is the same question I keep coming out. This worked. Why did this work? Flower. Why did this work, but not this? Flower. Okay. I kill the F string. Flower. Do all F strings. Put a name here. Do all curly bracket. What is this called? When we were doing our F string. So you can do a lot with F strings. You can use F strings to compose complete information with a variable. So in order for a variable and its method to work, I guess in order for a variable and its method to work, you need to have an F string. Otherwise it does goofy stuff like this. Well, I guess my assumption is what's happening here is that you have it in quotation marks. What? Wait, I'm not even looking at the right thing. Where is it? Have it in quotation marks so it prints exactly what's in here. What would it be like if I just printed it? Flower message. Flowery message. Flower power wower. Why is it doing that? That's really, I don't know why it would do that. You must be too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Oh, bro, y'all saw my whole splash. Splash my whole thing. I guess you need an F string. Why? Flower. This works. But if I have, like, let's show it without the F string. Okay. I don't want to keep track of all the questions I have. I should probably start tabbing it. I guess this is another question. Why does my message why does my method only work my method, which is remove suffix, only work when I have an F string? Do I need to have an F string in order for the method to work on my memory? Okay, so to like, okay, cool. So colorful. So we have now 4 questions we must answer. 4. 4 questions to answer overall. One and no one needs another other source. Questions that need an additional source as well. It's gonna be 5. So yeah. Alright. Okay. Weird. So I guess we did it. I guess we just we can move on to the next, you know, we can move on to the next activity. I'm gonna come back to this once our number of questions literally just hits 5, not just numbers that need an additional source. You know, we gotta start answering all these questions, but I don't want them to accumulate too much, right? The additional source, like this is just what I need to figure out in general, and questions that need an additional source. That's so we can keep a good, official methodology. Like, I gotta get better at getting how to answer the questions from online. I don't like going straight for the GPT route because I don't want to need to struggle to learn a little bit. So yeah, I think we did that. So next up, y'all, it's getting crazy. Oh my goodness, this is like so riveting. So exciting. I haven't seen past this page. This is the farthest I've gotten so far on the airplane. So where even is my where's our book? Guys, where's the book? It's right here. It's Python Crash Course. Why aren't you opening? Yeah, what's happening here? DuckDuckGo. No, DuckDuckGo. No, DuckDuckGo. It can't be. What? It's the sign to end it? It's crazy. Y'all see this? I'm trying to click on it. I think that might be a sign to end the video, but this is getting insane. I thought we were gonna hit lists by now, but I guess we really stress tested the print statements. Okay, well, we're getting to numbers now, so we're gonna start doing things crazy. We're on page 26 of chapter 2. I guess we were already on chapter 2. But now we're gonna deal with integers, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, integers and floats. It's gonna get wild. And then hopefully Sue will be, going through that tomorrow. Then we'll get through lists. And then, it gets crazier from here. Spent like 7 days on print statements. But, yeah. It's okay. We learned. And yeah. Like, sometimes that's how it is. If you really want to go deep on something, you'll spend a day, like a few hours just on one page. This book, if this book doesn't look like it's been abused, it looks abused already. Like, if this book isn't falling apart towards the end, did we really internalize it? You know what I mean? Anybody can do something, just like really keeping it in there. Says one of his favorite books is Alice in Wonderland. Underland, over the moon and Underland. Alright. Well, that is day 7. Thank you all. Oh, it's only been an hour and 48 minutes. It felt longer. I'll be honest with y'all. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I got other stuff to do. It's 12:30 a.m. I think it's time to hit the hay again. Okay, thanks. Bye.